Level 1. You enter the world confused, cold, and screaming. Bright hospital lights burn your eyes before you even understand what eyes are. People you've never met touch you, carry you, name you, and decide who you'll become long before you can speak your first word. Your entire existence depends on strangers who call themselves your family. And somehow, that feels normal. You don't understand money, time, loneliness, or death. Your whole universe is warmth, voices, and the feeling of being held. For a brief moment at the beginning of life, existing is enough. At this age, everything feels enormous. The supermarket feels infinite. Adults seem godlike. A scraped knee feels like tragedy. You believe your parents know everything. You think cartoons are real. You cry over broken toys as if the world itself has ended. Every small moment feels permanent because you haven't lived long enough to know that nothing stays forever. Your life is tiny, but your emotions are gigantic. At the beginning of life, your entire world is tiny. A bedroom, a ceiling, the sound of your parents talking in another room. You don't understand anything yet, but somehow, you still feel safe. People carry you everywhere, protect you from everything. And for a few short years, love feels automatic. You cry and someone comes. You fall asleep and someone stays nearby. The world still feels soft before life teaches you otherwise. Level 2. School becomes your entire universe. A place where small embarrassments feel life-destroying. You learn very quickly that children can sense weakness better than adults ever will. The cool kids seem untouchable. The loud kids dominate every room, and the quiet ones slowly disappear into the background. You start comparing yourself to everyone around you, their clothes, their friends, their confidence, their lives. For the first time, you become aware of yourself through other people's eyes. At this age, rejection starts to shape you. Not dramatically, quietly. You ask to join conversations and nobody answers. You wave at people who pretend not to see you. You hear laughter and wonder if it's about you. Friendships appear and disappear without explanation. One bad day at school can ruin your entire week. You begin learning one of life's earliest lessons. People don't always choose you back. So you escape. Into video games, into imaginary worlds, into music, into cartoons and stories that feel safer than reality. Your bedroom becomes your kingdom, a small place where nobody judges you, where you can disappear for hours and forget about school, loneliness, and the strange pressure of growing up. Childhood isn't happy all the time, but it is the last period of life where imagination can still protect you from reality. Level 3. Teenage years. The age where you suddenly become hyper-aware of yourself. How you look, how you sound, how people see you. Every interaction starts feeling like a test. You overthink simple conversations for hours. A single awkward moment can replay in your head for weeks. You compare your life to everyone else's, especially online. Everyone seems happier, more attractive, more confident. Meanwhile, you feel completely lost inside your own mind. At this age, belonging becomes everything. You change parts of your personality depending on who you're around. You laugh at jokes you don't even find funny. You hide interests that might make people judge you. You desperately want to fit somewhere, anywhere. Friend groups become entire identities. Music tastes become personalities. Clothing becomes social armor. And even when you're surrounded by people, you still feel alone sometimes. And then comes love. Or at least, What feels like love? A single text message can change your entire mood. You stare at your phone, waiting for replies. You imagine futures with people you've barely spoken to. Everything feels intense at this age. The highs feel infinite, and the heartbreak feels world-ending. Nobody takes teenage pain seriously. But to you, it feels bigger than life itself. Level 4. Early adulthood. The strange period where everyone slowly disappears. Friends who once felt permanent suddenly become busy. People move away. Relationships fade. Group chats die one message at a time. Nobody really explains it. Life just starts pulling everyone in different directions. For the first time, you realize some people were only meant to exist in one chapter of your life. And no matter how badly you miss the past, you can never really go back to it. This is also the age where life starts repeating itself. Wake up, go to work, come home exhausted, sleep, repeat. The freedom you imagined as a teenager turns into routines you never question. You spend most of your life waiting for weekends, waiting for vacations, waiting for something to finally make you feel alive again. And somewhere along the way, you stop feeling like the main character of your own life. And then one day, usually late at night, you realize nobody actually knows what they're doing. Adults aren't wiser, they're just older and better at pretending. Everyone is improvising their lives in real time. Everyone is anxious. Everyone is confused. Everyone is trying to look okay in front of everyone else. You spent your childhood believing adulthood would finally make sense. But adulthood is mostly just learning how to survive uncertainty without completely falling apart. Level 5. Adulthood. The age where everyone starts building lives you're no longer part of. People get married, move away, have children, buy houses, and slowly disappear into responsibilities. Your friends stop being available for random late-night conversations. Everything needs to be scheduled weeks in advance now. One day you realize you haven't seen some people in years. Not because anyone did something wrong, but because adulthood quietly pulls people apart. This is also the age where exhaustion becomes permanent. Not physical exhaustion, mental exhaustion. Bills, work, responsibilities, unexpected problems every single week. Nobody prepares you for how heavy normal life becomes. You wake up tired, go to sleep anxious, and somewhere along the way, you stop asking yourself what would make you happy. You only ask what needs to get done next. And then one day, usually without warning, you realize life is moving faster than you expected. Your parents are getting older. Your childhood home feels smaller. The people you love start talking about health problems instead of dreams. Birthdays stop feeling exciting. Years begin disappearing almost instantly. And for the first time, you understand that life isn't slowly beginning anymore. It's already happening. Right now. And no matter how hard you try, you can never get these years back. Level 6. Middle age. The strange phase where life becomes quieter without warning. Your children grow up, move away, start building lives that no longer revolve around you. The house slowly gets quieter every year. Bedrooms stay empty. Dinner tables feel too large. And one day, you realize the moments that once exhausted you were actually the moments that gave your life meaning. This is also the age where you stop seeing your parents as permanent. Their hair turns gray. Their movements become slower. Phone calls become more important. You start noticing things that were invisible before. The tiredness in their voice. The silence after certain conversations. The way they look at you slightly longer before saying goodbye. And deep down, you begin understanding that one day, they won't be here anymore. And then one day, usually during some quiet, ordinary moment, you start thinking about the person you once wanted to become. The dreams you had when you were younger. The places you thought you would go. The version of yourself you were so certain you would become. But life happened. Responsibilities happened. Fear happened. Time happened. And somewhere along the way, you became someone completely different. Not necessarily unhappy, just older, tired, and quietly wondering where all those years went.